Colleagues, greetings and a warm welcome to all of you to this second wave of the Stabilization Academy. It's a happy coincidence that this training is happening just as I'm undertaking a stabilization mission to the Lake Chad Basin. And I want to thank all our trainers today for all the hard work that went into this, and to thank all of you who have come together. I think just observing the work of stabilization on the ground has increased my conviction that this is really the way to go, that we're on the right track. This is a model that has been tried and tested and has shown proof of concept. We landed in Banki, and it was so incredible to see how the lives of the people have transformed just in a year, because I was there just under a year ago, and the difference is so clear. You could see hope on the faces of the people who had returned to this town that was battered by Boko Haram. They clearly have benefited from stabilization programs that invested in a return to normalcy. We saw police stations being rebuilt and police officers returning in numbers, in fact, greater numbers than before the crisis. We saw the market stalls rehabilitated, customs buildings rebuilt, and also the functioning water points, health centers. Just incredible amount of work that gave people the confidence to come back and to restart their lives, and also to regain their dignity. But colleagues, the reason why we have this academy is that this is a very unusual practice. You know, our traditional ways are either to work in development or in crisis, and we have expertise developed along these two paths, but not much in terms of how we work in between. You know, how do you do development in a crisis context? Not just a crisis context, but a very complex crisis situation where you have to relate to the military. You have to have a relationship with all the security forces, with the traditional rulers, with local leaders. And you have to work in a way that they own the programs and the activities. And you have to work alongside humanitarian actors who are there also providing critical services. So it requires that we work differently. It requires that we also learn how to scale our work, how to work in a smart way, and also how to be speedy. I want to focus on this point of speed. It is critical because stabilization is also about restoring security. And any time lost in building the foundations for people to return and to believe in their own ability to reconstruct their lives and their society is space created for them to join violent extremists. And when you create that vacuum, we don't win the security and peace battle. So the window of opportunity we have is very, very short to secure these areas. And so the way we work has to be in a completely different way, not business as usual. We have to be quite fast on our feet. So this stabilization model requires a lot of sophistication. And so we have put together this academy, which started early 2020, and in partnership with some of our donors, in particular Germany. And I really want to highlight Germany here because it was in conversation with Germany that we decided to invest in more training for our staff so that we could do a better job of delivering this stabilization model where it matters most. And here we are in the second round, and I am told that we have even colleagues who have come across from other development entities like the Africa Development Bank. I really want to encourage all of you to embrace this wholeheartedly, because it is the difference between us winning this battle against insurgency and the total destruction of lives and livelihoods and losing it. So with that, I want to once again congratulate all of you for getting here and wish you really a rich time together, learning new ways of doing development. And of course, I hope that in a very short time, you will be able to be on the ground and test out what you're learning in a practical way. Thank you and all the best for the next 2 days.